So when you open the Scratch editor, right, so you can see on the left side is the stage. Whatever you do on the right side, and it will show the movement on the stage on the left side. On the right side is your workspace. You use this area to write your code, to create blocks, to move the blocks and control your object to do things. There are two different concepts I need to explain to you. One is the sprite. So here you can see um, uh, sprite, right? Sprite is the object, right, in Scratch that you can control, use blocks. So Sprite can have multiple costumes. Right? Costume is the easy way to create animation. So if I if I click this, you can see right, the cat is moving, moving. So you can also control this, use code. If you do this with code, for example, if I do this, repeat 10 times, um, let's see, change to a next costume, right? You can see it's moving, right? Too fast, but I can add delay. So custom is the easy way to create animation. Um, the sprite can, so you can drag and draw the sprite, put it anywhere. Oops. You can drag and drop the sprite. Another concept is a stage. Stage is the whole view of your like project, right? It's this area, the whole view of your project. Stage cannot move, right? You cannot move stage, but you can change the background, right? In stage, you can, instead of having costumes, you can have backdrops. Backdrop is the background image of the stage. Um, what are the ways to create backdrops? You can choose the backdrops from the library, right? So first button on here, you can choose the backdrop from library. If I choose playground, right, the background, the background changed. Uh, let's see, go to stage. Um, Another way is to upload the image, right? You can upload image, you can paint, you can draw yourself, or you can take a picture if your computer supports camera, you can take a picture. For the sprites, you can also, there are also multiple ways to create a sprite image, right? The image out for the sprite. You can choose a sprite from library. Right? If I choose a football, okay, let's see. So a football will show up next to my cat in my list of sprites. You can also draw, right? You can draw a picture. You can, let's say, draw a circle, right? Oval. It becomes a sprite here in my stage. So let me change the stage to white so you're easy to see. Right? You can see oval. You can also upload image from your computer, or you can also take a picture, right? Uh, you can also take a picture. That's me. Mm, okay, so that's a sprite and stage. So let's talk about the blocks. So if we choose the sprite, uh, blocks are categorized into different categories based on their functionality. So there are blocks to control the movement, so it's on the motion. There are blocks to change look and feel, right? Looks and of the sprite, change the color, change the size on they're on the looks category. Um, The third one is the sound. So you can use the blocks inside the sound category to play a sound, to play a music instrument, to change the volume of the sound, uh, those kind of things. The next one is the paints. If you want to use your sprite to draw things, whenever you move, you leave a trace, and to draw a shape, that's the blocks you're going to use. The data section is the data is the two kinds of data. One is the single data to store either a string value or it's a text value or a number. So that's a single data. We call it variable. The other one is list. List is the collection of uh, variables, a collection of values. Uh, Event. Okay, event is something you use to trigger something else uh, to do something, right? So for example, you press the mouse or you click the keyboard, or you receive a message, or even you detect some sound. Okay, control is very important concept in computer programming. So you can um, control the workflow of your code. The two kind of controls, main controls. One is the conditional. Conditional, uh, it's something depend on something, like something. Uh, um, Conditional is the kind of control. Um, Something happen if something is true. Repeat is a loop. Repeat if you want to, or loop. Yeah, if you want to repeatedly do something, you use loops. We'll talk about those in the future. Sensor is something you can control. Um, you can uh, you use to sensing the sound or touching event or when the blocks touch the color or those kind of things. Operators are the things you do calculation. If you want to do a plus, minus, or those kind of calculation, or even picking the random number, or making strings out of other strings, you use operators. More blocks is a way to create a collection of blocks and give a name, so you can use it later, use it in many places. So reuse your code. In computer program, it's called a method or function. That's blocks. There are two other tabs next to the scripts. Costume, you can, this will change. If it's a costume, you can change the background. And sound, you can use the sound tab to upload sound, to monitor, to edit sound, to change the effect of the sound, or even record the sound. Okay, the last thing I want to mention is the backpack. The backpack is a way for you to share code between projects. So if I want to um, share this code to a different project, I just need to drag this, and whenever I open a different project, I will open my backpack. I can um, drag this back to my project. So it's an easy way for me to share code between different projects. That's about the um, quick, brief introduction of the Scratch interface. Um, Play with it, have fun.